what's up? It's your girl Egavas, and you are back with Savage Talk. Okay, so I have a guest. I wanted her to introduce herself, and yeah, let's get into it.
Hi, I'm Linzy Santos.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Linzy Santos from New York.
from New York. They could
New
tell
York.
from the accent.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm a good though.
She probably stand for trying to act like she from New York.
From Stanford.
Don't shoot the
Nothing from
messenger.
Stanford.
Don't shoot the messenger. You're from New York. How long have you
Yes.
been in Connecticut?
I've been in Connecticut for 3 years. I moved here in 2020. So it's about to be 4 years in August.
Okay, 4 years in
Yeah.
August. All right,
Yeah.
peep that. So if y'all see my accent change throughout the show, just know that it's not on
Oh my
purpose.
God.
It's because I'm just, it's just, I feel like it's a natural thing when you talking to somebody with an accent, you just might want to come and talk a little, just to match their energy. But don't call me fake for doing that. Just saying.
Yeah, that's how be like Josiah be watching Peppa Pig and I be trying
I'm
that ain't.
Yo, do you be saying that?
Yeah, like a little British accent. Like, you won't be trying.
So let's get into it. So she brought up Josiah. Josiah
Yeah.
is first. Let me bring it back and let you guys in on how me, Miss Lindsay first became familiar with each other, and then how we became to know each other. So I was working. Well, I was training at this school, and Miss Lindsay's son was working there, and I was shadowing at the job. And I walked in, and I just noticed this cute little boy like at the table by himself working, like just doing his own thing, playing. I said working, but playing because it's preschool. And the teacher was talking about like, yeah, he doesn't really talk to anyone. He just kind of stays to himself and just gave me the rundown. So me like, and they let me know like he could be difficult because he cries a lot. Me, I like to go for a challenge. So I walked up to him. I sat there. I like play with him, and then I felt like that time that I had with him, like he just was like, wow, somebody took the time to like to come hang out with me. So like we bonded after that. Like after that, like during nap time, like if I'm not sitting next to him, he's not taking a nap. And that made me feel so special because I feel like I had that impact on
Yeah.
him. So when I went on, I would go to lunch. I would wait till he goes to sleep, and then I would come back. And then by the time I come back, he would be up, and he's crying. So then I'd be like, "Damn!" And then the teachers would get frustrated, but then I would just do my thing and just like sit with him, just give him that time. So I feel like what's lacking in the education department with teachers is like taking that time to understand the student you're working with, because not everyone is the same. So
Yeah.
that's something that it's always stuck with me. And then when I seen that he was coming to our school, I was like, damn, my boy is in school. Like, so now every time I see him, I'm like,
Yeah.
Jojo. Like, and then
It's
hearing that he's
yeah.
progressing so well made me feel good to hear. But
Yeah,
like
and
that makes
you see his progress. Like he changed a lot. Like, but the thing is it was more frustrating, more or less, when people got frustrated with him, and that's always so like why I always kept like I don't want to say like a tight leash on him because my son has always been like a special kid. Like I think he was born premature. Like he was born premature, so he always had problems from the jump. Things out of his control. So people like not having empathy for a child who is going through things that he had no control of. Like you already know. Like and then for me to go to this school that he was in and tell them like, hey, like I need a job with you guys, and they gave me the opportunity, so I was appreciative of that. But then I also tell them like, hey, be patient with my son. They're like, we never gonna do nothing, and then I'll tell you why you gotta be patient. I'll tell you my story. Like I sat here and told you what my son about, what I'm about, my struggles, what I overcame, how I am right now. And you took advantage of that and you still got frustrated and you still felt the type of way. And it's like you got the whole rundown and you still feel like that. So I don't feel like there was ever a sense of empathy there. And I'm happy where he at right now. Because even though they don't know the whole rundown, because I feel like now, even when you tell people things, they still, they still go about it how they go about it. But they definitely they empathize with him in his school. They patient, they working with him, and he's shown more progress here than he has in that other school. And he's been here a short amount of time. He's been here for what, like 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, that's what
And he's showing more progress than he has in the past 2 years at the other school. Like, come on now. Like past year, whatever he spent there, like showing way more progress. And that shows a lot though.
Okay, so
Shows
just
a lot.
to be more specific, you want to let everyone know like if what he was diagnosed with and
Yeah. Like not too much into detail, but more or less Josiah was born premature. Like he was born when I was like about 7 months gestation. He was a big baby because I was diabetic. I'm still diabetic, but he when I was pregnant, and that's when I got diabetic. Like his placenta got me sick, so I nothing was working. They had me on insulin, on pills, like. And then one day I was just crying and my water broke, and he was born early. He was in the hospital for about 2 weeks, and then they told me like, hey, he might either have like he might be deaf, he might be blind, like he might go through a lot of challenges just developmentally. And then he started at the age of about one or something, I noticed he stopped talking. And they just told me that they tested him for autism, all these things came back negative. And it just basically everything came out that he just got a delayed speech, and he got social emotional issues, like he can't self-regulate his emotions. Eventually he through therapy, talk therapy, through getting all the services that I could get, because I never been opposed to like getting him help.
Yeah, something
He
you did.
improved
You
a lot.
advocate. You
Yeah,
advocate. You don't
like the
play
thing is
around.
though, like if I don't advocate for my child, who will? And then he's for me to say like, oh, my child don't need that. Ain't nothing wrong with my kid. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He know what he be doing. Josiah not dumb. Like Josiah does everything accordingly. Like Josiah behaves in a manner if he knows he's gonna get something. He's just a regular kid. Like, but he feels like sometimes he could like, because of the speech impairment, he feels he could get away with certain things. Like he can't. He's just like any other kid. When they know they could get away with something, they're
Yeah.
gonna do it. They're gonna try it. So, but Josiah's never been like as far as them saying like, oh, he might be delayed. Josiah never been delayed. He's just been a person who like when he didn't want to talk when he was in his old school, I would tell them like he talking at home, and they call me a liar. Like,
No, I
and
remember I heard that, and
yo,
you showed them a video.
yo, I showed him a video. I whipped out my phone. I'm like, yo, look. And they were like, he said that? I'm like, he said it, yo. And then one day one of the teachers were eating, and he was like, yo, he went up to her and he just leaned in and he whispered, he was like, you eat? And she was like, what? He said, you eat? She started freaking out. She was like, yo, he talk, he talk. And I'm like, I told you, this boy talks, like he's selectively mute. He was like that for a little bit. They
You
don't
gotta
want
be
to talk in school,
comfortable.
but he picked up. He picked up on the good people and he let people in. So that's my son.
So
Wait, real quick. You had said that you was gonna explain how y'all met each other, and you kind of didn't. But
that's how we met through her son.
Yeah.
okay, so can you explain what was your first impression of her and your first impression of her?
Oh, yeah.
Well, my first impression at when I met her at the school was that she and mom. It was kind of like passing, and then like once I met her like at the new school, it was like, damn, this girl, like her vibe is mad cool. Like I see that, like I was happy as hell. I feel like when I first was like, oh, Josiah, I feel like she's like, who is this girl? Like, who's she coming to my son? And then I was just like, oh, I used to work with him back, and ever since then she could have been thinking this bitch capping, like. But then, like, ever since then, she brought him a couple times to come see me in my class, and then we just clicked after that. Every time we see each other, we show love, and then it made more sense once I learned she was a Pisces. I was like, once I learned she was a Pisces,
February
it
23rd,
made
24th,
sense.
what
It
day
made
apart?
sense.
Actually, February Pisces, not no March Pisces.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Her birthday's a day before mine, and it made so much sense how like we literally like how when we walk past each other, talk to each other, like we just it's like we knew each other forever. So that's why I be feeling like I know her for a long time. And like literally like Josiah's what, started it, but then we just kept it going. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
So from your perspective, Lindsay, when you first saw Brianna, like how'd you like feel about her, or what was your first thoughts?
So I barely had contact with her too much in other school. I just noticed that Josiah used to come home with artwork and it say from Miss Brianna. And I was like, who the hell Brianna? I was like, yo, he liked her because he used to show me. He used to be like, I'd be like, who Brianna? He got a crush on Brianna. Like, who Brianna? So I was like, I wonder who this is. And I asked one of the teacher, I was like, yo, who Brianna? And they told me, oh, she be here and everything with Josiah. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I was like, all right. And then I saw her briefly at this school, not too much. And then when I saw her at the job, and she was like, yeah, like, and I Miss Brianna. I was like, oh, that's her. Like, her name on the papers. Like, but it was always like, it's just the way she expressed, like, how she, she cared about my son and everything. Like, my son is my backbone. So if you care about him, like, you stole my heart immediately. Like, so it's always been like that. And then it's always a good vibe, too. Like, I'm big on honesty. I'm big on, like, she was always honest about him in the other school, like, and how genuine she was. And I appreciated that. I like honest people. I like honest, like, I could curse on here. I like honest shit. Like I like that. Like that genuine shit. Like I fed off of it. And I'm like, oh, she a good vibe. Like, definitely. And then found out she a Pisces.
Yeah,
Again,
that's the shit
that explains it, yo.
I forgot about the arc. I definitely because that's what we used to do. We used to sit next to each other, and like, he would do his thing, and I would just try to get him the color, and then just the time that we put in together, and I just enjoyed that. Like he was definitely my favorite. I really didn't like dealing with other kids. I was just like, oh, I'm with Josiah. And they didn't care because it's like, all right, you keep him. And I was like, it was like, as long as he's chilling. I'm like, yeah, we chilling.
You gotta meet JoJo to understand him.
Yeah,
Like,
nah, he's so handsome. And
gotta
like when you
meet
had
him.
him dressed up with, he had his suspenders
Hey,
on.
listen, but yo, listen, like that's I call him my white boy.
Yeah, he's so
Call him
cute.
my white boy. That's my
So,
white boy.
being a parent that had to advocate for their
Yeah.
child, like, I know you said it was frustrating because you had to deal with people that was like counting them out and just kind of like moving off of not understanding. Like, how did you keep yourself like sane and not having like to go and act crazy towards like teachers
The
or
thing is, that there's been incidents where like I had to act like that. Because I'm not going to lie, his last school, they used to leave him like with a full diaper and things like that because he couldn't speak for himself. And they did it like about 3 times. And by the 3rd time, I was like, yo, I'm not going to lie. I know I work for y'all. And they were like, yeah, kind of like keep it. They basically, in different words, told me to keep it cute because you work for us. And I was just like, yo, I'm not going to lie. I'm off the clock. It's 4 o'clock. I clocked out at 3:30. I'm just being honest. Like, going forward, like, if this happens again, I'm going to go to that classroom and I'm going to throw that dirty diaper in the classroom at the teacher. So I want to, like, I don't let this happen going forward. Like, I'm a mom. Like, like, I'm advocating for my son and I work for you guys, but I'm a mom at the end of the day. I lose any job or I'll go 25 to life over this boy. Like,
Tuh.
so I was like, listen, like, I keep it cute to a minimum. Like, first of all, I don't let nobody play with my son. I cut anybody off that, like, try to play with my son. That includes family, relatives. I don't care what it is. Like, but then I'm like letting people on the outside. The moment I feel like you ain't got any type of like agenda or like you don't got patience for my son, you're not around my son. Period. Because I don't need one of them child abuse incidents. You do something crazy and
Nah,
so
you
I
got a
just
big
kind of
case
cut
on
that
you.
loose. So it's a good thing that like I left that school because I noticed the way the demeanor was towards him. But I wouldn't let even that school or anybody out of it even get close to like reacting that type of way. Like,
What's the school?
ooh, I can put that out there because I will put it out there.
You
Like,
can put out there, shit, I don't work there.
and y'all can't sue me. Okay.
And she got a witness to back it up.
Yeah, and I got a witness to back it. Y'all done put me through a lot. So if y'all want to sue me on record, I can hear y'all.
But I want to say
y'all
thank
know
y'all
dirty
for the
laundry.
certificate that I received through that program.
Yeah. Thank you for the certificate. Yeah,
Yeah, but-
you made me a mandated reporter for the state of Connecticut. But I just want to say it is ABCD. Well, now Alliance for Community Empowerment, formerly ABCD.
Some of y'all may know Alliance through they help with you getting like energy assistance. They help with you if you need to go there to get food, clothes, and
They
things
give
like
you a
that.
fucking headache.
They give you fucking headaches. But also they have they have childcare. They have daycares or
Yeah.
preschools in different locations throughout the Fairfield area, from like Fairfield to I think Stratford. So yeah. Alliance. Yeah. On that note, it wasn't a little different because. I mean, somebody's gonna be like, Alliance? I get my energy assistance from there.
Let me like no shade, no business. I don't know
Yeah,
how
we're
the
not gonna throw a
energy
name
department
out.
work. Like,
You're not gonna throw a name out, but yeah.
Listen.
So you had Josiah.
Yeah.
So I understand that you are gay, right? So
she hit the. I told you there was nothing out of tell. Like,
so like, when did
right.
you first know you were gay?
it's a tough one. All right, so I had an inkling when I was like in 5th grade. This was the
fifth
first
grade.
inkling I had. 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I had the urge to like. So we basically had like a recess outside thing. And there was the boys, like, and I was like, yo, like, I wanted the boys. Like, I don't know. It wasn't like on no Tom Girl shit. Like, I was out there playing football with the boys, like, and then I noticed I was taking my brother clothes to school with me and changing. So, like, I would take his, like, shirts, like, button-down shirts, pop them in my book bag so my mother wouldn't see, go to school and pop that on and look like a little boy. And it was just like a manly instinct to just, let me put this shirt on and let me play with the boys, football outside. And then when my mom coming to pick me up, just change real quick. And one day she found a shirt in my book bag. She's like, what's this? Like, I like, played that shit off. But then I also noticed, like, that there was a little girl in my class. And I'm like, yo, she mad cute. Like, I don't know. I didn't have, like, a thing for crushes. But I was like, yo, like, she's mad cute. So I started, I was like 8 years old, like trying to finagle this girl. I don't know what it was. I was just trying to talk to her, like, and she also had a curiosity. Come to find out, she's an adult now. She's bisexual, but she also had a curiosity. She was like, I think I like girls too, and I'm like, well, I like you, like, So that's when we was kind of talking about it, and like, we was just 8 years old. Like we was just like, I don't know. I felt like it was very like me trying to figure out who I was. And then she was like I remember asking me, she was like, yo, like you do you want to try to kiss? And I'm like 8 years old, never had a kiss in my life. I was like, I'm nervous. Like, what do you mean trying to kiss? Like she tried to plan that shit on like, okay, so like after this class, do you want to
Oh,
try?
I hate
So,
that.
like,
Don't plan
I
this
was
shit, because that
like,
makes shit more nervous, because now you
yo,
count down the minutes.
now you got an appointment. Like you're being nervous. I was like, nah, I can't do it. Like, so I didn't end up going through with the kids. I was very nervous. 8 years old, like I'm over here questioning it. What is this about? Because my family, like, there's people that are gay and lesbian in my family, but they very distant and then they very like hidden about it. Like that one auntie that never had a husband in 20 years. Like, come on, like, that type of thing. But like you don't put two and two together when you a kid. Like, so I was just like, nah, there's nobody gay in my family. I felt like nobody really talked about it. And it was I also grew up in a strict Catholic Christian household. So I was also feeling like, no, I'm supposed to be with a man. That's what it's supposed to be. So like get that mentality out your head. When I reached like 12 years old, once I hit 12 years old, I was speaking to this girl, like over the internet. I had a phone at a very young age, like, and she liked me. She was from the New York area. We just never met in person, and she like literally went under my mom's Instagram and commented like, your daughter doesn't want to come out the closet, but she gay. Like she put me out there, and that forced me to get out the closet. Because
Yeah.
like, why would you do that? Like, you didn't even give me an opportunity to like go ahead and do that. So like, I don't know if I remember what I did to like get that comment deleted. But then I went to my mom immediately after and I just started crying. And my parents questioned me for years. When I was 11 years old, I had a
So
gay
they was asking
bracelet.
before that came.
Yeah, they were asking me and I kept denying it because I'm not ready yet. I feel like you can't push nobody out the closet. Like they asking you ask them like, yo, like, are you gay? You gay? And you hear them, no, no, no. Like you can't force them. Like that's it, let them rock. Like, they're going to come to you when the time is right. So I told her, I was like, yo, I was crying. I was like, yo, Mom, I don't know if you gonna hate me. Like, I was like, I'm gay. She's like, I know. Like, what the fuck? She was like, I know.
I've been
like,
waiting on you.
yo, my dad, he was like, what? Like, you really crying right now? Like, I've been fucking new. Like, they was just like, what? Like, why you think we've been asking you for years? Like, just to ask you? Like, no, we knew. Like, they just felt like parents ain't dumb. Parents ain't blind. They noticed that you got a little, you over here looking at your Barbies a type of way. Like, they like, no, you gay. Like, you have an interest. You don't talk about boys. They used to ask me, like about if I had an interest in anybody. And I'm really like, no. Like, no,
So
never
it
had an
was like
interest.
supportive. Once you shared that with them, they was.
Yeah, they were supportive. Like, I have family members that were like, what the fuck are you crying for? Like, you crying for no reason. Like, and then as I got older, I actually came out to my, one of my grandmas who's super, super religious, like about 3 years ago.
Oh wow.
And she actually hid it from her for a long time because I felt like we have such a good relationship that like I couldn't come to her like and be like, oh, like I ruined this. And she was like, yo, like I love you. Like, and then I told my other one and they were like, yo, like I don't care if you want to fucking marry an alien. Like they were like, yo, I love you. Like if you love who you love and you happy, she was like, all I want to do is see my grandchildren happy. So if that make you happy, he, alien, it don't matter, then be happy. Like they whoever be whatever. Like just, as long as you a good person, you ain't out there doing nothing crazy, like, then I'm gonna love you regardless. Like, so
I love
it's
that,
pretty much been my
because a lot of people's stories aren't like that, and then they get like casted out, and so I love that you were able to.
I feel bad for people like that, but I genuinely still encourage. Like, I would personally never date a woman that's still in the closet, just for that reason. Like, I feel like you have a lot of like your journey you got to go through. Like, I feel like you need to come out to your family. And then I don't want to force you to come out, but I'm not going to be in a secret, like a relationship that's secretive. Like,
So you wouldn't date a
like,
bisexual?
a bisexual woman? I don't know. It depends.
Like, depends on how bad she is.
No, I'm not gonna lie though. No, the only reason why I won't date bisexual women is because I'm too familiar with dating women and me and them separating and they go to men. Like now I just feel like men is the whole thing that you wanted, period. And I couldn't be that. So it was like, and I'm very feminine myself, so I'm never gonna be a man. Like, but then you out here just like you just find a man. Like I don't that's what you wanted to begin with. Bisexual women kinda scare me. Like, I don't know.
So with women that are bisexual or confused or like bi-curious, like what do you feel like? So if they're coming to you and they're asking you questions and they're trying to get your take on like
Yeah.
how do I know if I really am this way or this way? Like what's something that you would how can you? I mean, I feel like at the end of the day it's kind of like it's a journey for yourself, but like
Yeah.
cause you like how do you
I feel
know?
like people like I've been in a relationship where a woman has told me like, yo, like you're not gay, you got a son. Having a child does not say anything. I know a lot of men at the end of the day who like fuck these women, have mad kids, and then they come out to their wife years later like, yo, whole time I'm gay. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't like women, but
They
I
be
did this
human.
because I felt like this was what I was supposed to do and blah blah blah. At the end of the day, one thing I realized about like the difference between like sexuality and like, you know, who you want to be in your head, like you could fake all out physical. You could
Mm-hmm.
fuck man. You could like, you know, you could put yourself out there. It's like, no, I am bisexual. I am this. I am that. But at the end of the day, you can't fake who you're emotionally attracted to. Like, you cannot sit here and be like, I love this man when you don't. You
Mm-hmm.
truly want to be with a woman. Like, you can't fake that. So that's what I would say. I would just say stay in touch with your emotions. You know who you are from the beginning. I came out when I was younger. I'm forever going to say I'm gay. I don't care what nobody say. If I have a child, like it don't matter because I emotionally cannot connect with men. I cannot see myself marrying a man. I can't be with a man. Oh my God. Like imagine me with a man. You hear my voice? Like, come on now. Like I can't. So I would just say go with what your heart tell you. Like you're not obligated to like a certain thing just because your family wants you to like them. You're not obligated to feel a way you're not type of feel like you know you don't want to feel like there's a way to have a baby without a man. Like there's a whole lot of things you could do if you feel like you're gay, and like you have an obligation to like men. You don't. If you don't emotionally connect with someone, they think sexuality is just like oh you like dick. You could like dick and you know be a lesbian. And I'm not talking about dick like human dick. I'm talking about like fake like
Yeah, cause I'm
toy
about
and
to ask you this question. Like,
penetration like penetration and all that. You could like that penetration and all that but you can emotionally and like you know when I'm talking about getting in bed with man you could be disgusted like because that's not what you want you
mm,
might want the penetration and not the man or not the genitals like
that
you can
could
want
be
that and
you.
that's possible penetration come in fingers toys all that so
See,
you
now
don't
you
need
got me
like
thinking.
oh
Got me thinking.
Wait, question though. And let me know if I'm crossing any boundaries.
yeah
you had, you did it the natural way with a guy to have your kid.
yes I
Okay,
have a baby father
okay. um, did
Baby
you
father.
baby father
did you enjoy that experience or no?
um ugh. All right, so I don't think you're pushing it because I think that I'm an open book and I'm always gonna tell people to learn from my experience. So when I had my son, I was a month into 18 and my son's father was 29. So if
Mm.
you see the age difference, like I don't feel like I enjoyed it. I felt like I wasn't in the right mind. And people looking at that situation, obviously, you know, I wasn't in the right mind. Like my uncle died a month before I got pregnant. No, 2 months before I got pregnant. He died in January. I was pregnant by March. February is my birthday. He died and I was just wasn't sober. I wasn't in the right state of mind. Like I was just doing whatever because I was like, right now I'm just not it. Like I
Yeah.
feel like I didn't enjoy it. And then when I went through my pregnancy with my son and you know, I just grew up. Like, cause even after giving birth to my son, I felt like I was still childish. Like it took me going through everything that I went through, like for me to grow up and realize like that wasn't for me. And I was very gullible. I was very young. And that's why my family didn't take a liking towards him because they felt like, yo, you took advantage of her. Like just from the way it looks, like you were older man, you got 11 years on her. Like and it's just a situation like she was going through something at that moment, and you kind of just swoop in, and she a baby. Like you would you expect her to have like shit
Yeah.
figured out, like, and I didn't have nothing figured out till Josiah was born. I didn't get shit in order till Josiah was born. So my answer would be no. My answer would be no, but I'm happy with like what I am right now and where I am, and that's it.
See, I was. Oh, you okay?
Last question from
No,
me.
go ahead. Tell me.
So with your experience with being pregnant with Josiah, would you have another child based on that experience or no based on that experience?
I don't want to have another baby as far as carry. I wouldn't mind like right now I'm currently seeing a woman, but like I
Mm.
wouldn't mind if she wanted to carry or like or if I find another woman in the future, or my future wife per se, want to carry, like, I'm definitely not doing it the natural way. Hell no. No, thank you. Men, no. I'm definitely not doing it the natural way. But as far as me carrying, I don't have healthy pregnancies, as you can see, Josiah being premature. I just have too many medical problems to have a medical pregnancy. So I'm just not gonna have another baby just for the sake of that baby and their, their health. Like I'm just being considered for that part. But also, like, I feel like my pregnancy and afterwards, it kind of like a little bit traumatizing for the most part. Like, I didn't have a good pregnancy. I wasn't a glowing pregnant woman. I was a crying, sad, depressive ass pregnant bitch. Like, you would have been like, damn, this bitch depressive. Like, my mom used to call me yelling at me, what the fuck you crying? You pregnant. You gotta be happy. And I was never happy. Like, I was just miserable. I was just keeping up the front so I could have a healthy baby. Like,
Yeah.
but other than that, like, I'm not interested in carrying.
No.
I'm cold.
So let's talk about the sex toys.
Ooh, my favorite topic.
That's your favorite topic? Okay, so first of all, how many toys do you have? And what kind of toys do you have?
All right, so damn,
Trying
that's
to
detailed.
get into the freaky mind of a Pisces, so I know how I could get.
I got I have one strap on.
Okay.
I have a strap on. It's mine. I bought it. I have about like 3 different vibrators. And like handcuffs, little cute shit. That bitch is like handcuffs, and that's it pretty much.
So you little bitch like
Keep it cute.
handcuffs.
Like,
I got handcuffs too. My shit's break easy. So
yeah, no, my shit be popping open like fuck, fast handcuffs. Like,
Wait, why you had to emphasize that the strap on was yours? And you
no,
bought
because
it?
that shit mine. Like, no, because
I'm daddy. That's why. Because I'm daddy.
Nah, yeah, that's a fact, but not because a lot of women be like, oh, like, who fucking you with this? Like, bitch, I'm doing the fucking. Like, you ever seen that video where she's like, you doing the bending? But no.
No, you gotta send that
You
to
never
me.
seen that movie where she's like, with Janet Jackson, and she was like, you seen it? And she was like, and the guy's talking about he gay, and she was like, oh, so you just gonna let a nigga
is that
bend
the
you
four
over and
girl?
fuck
That's the
you?
four the one with the light skin nigga with the nice eyes. He hung the kids over the
Yeah, I think so.
out the window.
And he was gay?
That's
And
no,
he was
the other
like-
nigga was gay, but the light skinned nigga with the
Yeah,
Michael Ealy,
I
he
ain't
had
seen the movie,
kids
but I saw the clip.
Oh, yeah, I think
I
he's
can't
talking
even
about the
tell
four
you the
color
name if I
girls,
wanted.
something like that.
All I know is Janet Jackson who said that.
And then didn't he give her something in that movie?
What?
In the movie? Oh, you didn't watch the
said
movie?
she
did.
Yeah, I watched the movie, okay? I cried. After I seen that movie, Michael Ealy, or that light-skinned nigga with the nice eyes, that's in Taken.
Oh, he bent that. I saw the balcony scene too.
He
but I'm not going to
broke
lie,
my
though.
heart from in that shit. Like,
Nah, you lost me after you doing the bending. When I saw that clip, I was like, I watching that movie.
damn.
Nah, I had to emphasize it for that. Because, nah, I'm not finna have nobody sitting here accusing me or nothing. So I was like, let me just point that out there. Like,
You know what? I be feeling bad because I feel like it's okay for women to, dibble and dabble and do both. But then and they could be like, like living their, how can I say this? Okay. So, all right, I'm a hypocrite.
she said, let's just flatline.
Yeah, I'm a
end of story.
hypocrite. Because, like, now, I'm cool with, men, niggas, wiggers, everybody, that's white men. I'm cool with,
That's a new term. I ain't hear that before.
You never heard wiggers before? You heard
Wiggers?
wiggers before?
Yeah.
Okay. That must be a
white-
Connecticut thing. Yeah, white niggas.
I was I'm like,
Yeah, so like I feel like it's cool to be gay and just be gay and like be, I mean, you don't have to be like out loud and proud and there's different types of gay. So like, but like with the men that are behind closed doors, they call them like, DL, down low and things like that. I just feel like it's fucked up. Like it's fucked up that they're doing that to women, but then it's like women be doing that too, but then I feel like it's okay for women because men don't be mad. Men won't get mad because they're, oh, you fucking a girl too. Well, shit, let me try.
Yeah.
But then what? But then and it's just probably my fucked up way of thinking. But if a nigga I'm fucking with come tell me like, oh yeah, like, well, don't
Like,
even
he
tell me.
getting dick.
Don't tell me. Don't if he not even gonna tell me, he gonna just be like, if I find out, let me find out that it's Because
Yo, I'm
me,
not gonna-
I be analyzing so much. You know, Pisces overthink shit.
Yo,
Like,
word
fuck.
of my mother,
I'm
if you
looking
don't
at
tell us,
everything.
we
I'm looking
looking
at
at your
everything.
behavior, the way you
I'm looking at
breathe.
the way you breathe,
Like,
how
I
you
wanna-
sleeping. If I
Your
see you washing
respiration
your
while you
ass
laying down.
the wrong way, like if you doing.
If you walk a little
Yeah, if you doing anything you do, I'm peeping. I'm tallying the shit until that final one be like, ah,
Yo.
I knew it.
Yo, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, the moment the pitch in your voice change, like even the yas,
Like even if you get like, it's just certain things will like trigger me, and it's just like, something.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I got a lot of males in my family that I should be like,
You know, and then how you feel about the men that are like super like anti-gay? I feel like it's okay for a straight man, to be, you know, cool and comfortable being around.
homophobia is like you're not comfortable with your own sexuality.
Yeah, so it's because you feel like you might get too lit, and you might try the shit.
Nah, I gotta push back real quick. Because of you being a hypocrite, I feel like that kind of plays into it too. Like they don't even want to give a high pitch because now they don't got an opportunity to be with one of y'all. Like, come on now.
Nah, but it's like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm
No.
that's why I'm Pisces. We just you
But
know,
I'm not
'cause
gonna lie,
we
though,
see
like-
both sides of shit. So it's like it's hard because I'm here and then I'm here. And it's like I understand, just don't be my nigga doing that shit. Just be honest.
You know what she don't want? Like, I don't know if you ever been to New York and you see like the zesty Dominicans, like the zesty Dominican men that be like, like they, you know, they got the little spice to that, a little
Tight-ass
sugar in their
pants.
tank. But then they claim that they straight and they like women. They be having a whole wife and 5 kids in the yard. But I'm talking about the men that act mad zesty to joke about it. Like she don't want that type of nigga.
Yeah,
She don't
no,
want the
because
type of nigga that blow a kiss at his homeboy. She
don't
gonna feel
play
type-
like
she
you
gonna
don't
feel
play gay.
She said don't play gay because I'm
Don't
not fucking
play
with that.
gay. Just because then I'm looking at you, why is you? I remember I was dating this one dude one time, right? He walking in the mall. He sitting there, start saying like, "Look at me."
You lost me. You lost me.
And then I was like, I'm like, stop doing that shit. What's up with you? Like, like you walking with me? Why you doing that? And then even like recently, I was outside. Mind you, me and this dude is cool, but I seen the way he picked up this man. I was just like, I'm like, and I got in between, like, yo, chill. Like, what is you doing? Like, what is you doing? Cause then it was like he picked him up and he was kind of like,
Oh my God.
So then I was like, yo, ayo, like,
I want to know how close and Piscing we are because honestly, I would have went to his phone. I was like, go ahead and delete that contact for me. I would have just deleted my own phone number.
I was like,
but go ahead and delete that contact.
especially if you say that you like me and stuff like that, and then I see you do that shit, like, yo,
acting a little zesty. I'm not gonna lie though, I be laughing OD when men do that, when straight men act gay. Like I just think it's hilarious. Like,
and then I feel like
it's
I could
probably
tell,
just
I feel like I
like-
could peep that shit, cause I used to let one of my exes know, like, yo, he want to smell you, like,
Oh.
he want to smell you bad, and then he gonna look at the shit and be like, bitch, why you bring that up? Yeah, cause I ain't say your name though, but this is bringing PTSD. Nah, let me put this cup down. Cause no, for real.
Nah, that's too funny. Nah, that's the thing about being zesty.
Nah,
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
nah.
I be finding that shit funny though. I'm not.
It
Gonna lie,
is,
though,
especially when you
like,
can identify them. And then it's like, and then mind you, like, okay, let's get into Pisces shit. This nigga Lex Bubble Up said that we are controlling, and he said something else, but I remember the controlling part because that was the clip that you posted recently, so I remember only that part.
Oh yeah, we
like-
are. No, I'm playing. nah, I'm not testifying to that shit. I what they say in court, object. Yeah, I object to that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not controlling. I'm definitely not controlling.
I'm not controlling
I'm
either,
not gonna lie, I'm a
I
little
thought
crazy.
you were saying that he was right. I'm not saying because
Nah, I'm a little psych certified, but that got nothing to do with being a Pisces. That's just like a.
What examples can y'all both give to prove that you're not controlling?
Ooh.
you go first.
I don't know if I'm the best example. I don't know if I should be the spokeswoman for not being controlling.
Wait, but I could just give you just to disprove that real quick about the strap on. You had to make it a point that you the one that's banging the women. You the one that want to be in control. So you lying already. What's up, Bree? What's up?
Wait,
with you?
no, wait, boys. Wait, hold on, you ain't give me a minute. No, see, that part is because, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you lost me. I was trying to get the words out. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, nah, because, see, I had to put that out there because the woman I'm seeing right now, she looked at me weird when I had the strap on. Like, the thing is, though, is I bought that strap on when I was with my ex-girlfriend. Like, and I didn't use it. I didn't like it. Like, the texture just felt weird. And then
Mm.
I started using it when I got with her because I was just like out of convenience. Like, I just got with
So
her.
did you have it used on you, or did
No,
you?
I'm
you know,
saying no. I don't use it on her because she's very masculine. I bought it with my ex-girlfriend, and she's not into that. Like,
She's not
so
into what
she's not into getting strapped.
Oh, okay.
Like, so I bought it for me, but then I'm like, we never used it. Like, so it just kind of sat there, you know. And I bought the harness a few months later or whatever, and I used it like. I don't know how to explain it. So me and her, we used that shit or whatever, but she looked at me weird because my ex-girlfriend, she dark skinned. So the girl that I'm talking to right now, she like brown skin, but she not darker than my ex. So I'm gonna just say the dick ain't her complexion, right? So, but it's not even close to mine. So she was looking at me like, why you got a black dick for? Like, because I mess with black women. Like, why would I have a white penis? Like, I don't. That's nasty. I probably gag seeing a little white pink
Yeah,
penis in my household. Like,
the pink.
how
ain't-
dare you? Like, don't.
pink.
There's no white people that walk to my door. So why would I have a white dick just laying in my house?
That's hilarious.
What? Like, I'm not finna have that. So I just had to let it be known. Like, I had to tell her, like, yo, that shit never been used. Don't go going crazy. Like, why you got that? Because I remember I tried to mess with this Guatemalan bitch. And when I tried to mess with her, she saw it in the box. Mind you, I wasn't going to use it on her. Like,
She wasn't in
you
the
know,
box? What-
she went in the little toy box. She
Oh,
saw the
toy
black
box.
dick in the toy box. And she was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Mad racist. She ended up being racist as fuck. She was like, you fucking like morenas? You like black women? I was
Wait,
like,
hold on,
hell
hold on,
yeah.
hold on,
What?
hold on. I've heard people at the job say morenas. What does that mean?
Morena, black women. So morena, like morena means you're like dark skinned. It don't matter if you're like Dominican, they call you morena
is
because
that,
you're
I'm
dark
supposed to take
skinned.
that offensively?
Like, no, because they be like, you know that song Morena, Dominicana, Colombia. Like, yeah, she's basically shouting out like black women.
Oh,
Puerto
okay.
Rican. But then the
Okay.
term is she use it in like, ew, you like black women. That's how she addressed
Okay.
me, and I was like, hell yeah, what the fuck you
I'm about
mean?
to say I got some people I
But,
gotta
like-
approach tomorrow at work. Cause
don't tea no
I've heard
shade,
Morena,
but I'm
Morenas
like-
a couple times at work.
Yeah, like nah.
But they wasn't
she-
talking about me. But they was
But
talking
the thing is though, is that when they even address Dominican women that are dark skinned or Puerto Rican women that are dark skinned, and they say morena, because your skin is lighter than you're like darker than. So that's how they like they call you. But
Okay.
it's an endearing term until you use it in a nasty way. Like so she wasn't using it in a good way. But in reality, a lot of Spanish women, like about 2 of the Spanish women that I messed with, including her, the other one was Puerto Rican, got offended when they find out that I mess with black women. Like I date black women. Because they like, yo, yo, what do you mean? Like the stereotype that they ghetto or they smell. And I'm like, yo, honestly,
smell is crazy.
I've only messed with one woman that had an odor ever because I'm really big on hygiene. And I didn't know she had an odor till after I started messing with her. And guess what? She was Puerto Rican, not even black. So yeah, stereotype wrong, shorty. Telling you right now, I love my black queens. Like I don't want to hear nothing about no black women. They could talk down to black women. They be talking mash. I'd be like, to my team, my preference. All right.
Yo, keep this one safe.
I don't
You feel
know,
me?
look.
Like, cause like I was about to say, a lot of black women. I mean, a lot of Spanish women date black men.
They do, but it's like the
So do you think like it's like is it like because when the family finds out later on that they ain't like
but some Spanish people racist. Like if you tell a Dominican person like or like you I don't know what they be saying like. Oh, you tell them they black. Tell a Dominican they black. Watch how funny they get.
Facts.
Yo no soy black. Yo no soy morena. No me diga eso. No, mentirosa. Yo es
Make sure your
trieña. Yo
translation.
no soy black.
when you do this.
Yeah, they get racist as fuck. He accused a Dominican person of being black. They be like, what?
Yeah, because I
They
thought Dominicans and Haitians was like
Yo,
you know?
they are, but they don't want to hear that. They could be, I swear to God, you could compare a black person to a Dominican. They could be darker than a black person. They like, no, don't call me black.
They
And it's
gonna
like,
eat
yo,
you
like,
up.
why
They gonna
is you
eat
so
you up
like
on
racist?
Instagram, and
Like,
also, they gonna eat you up.
damn, you was so racist.
They gonna
like,
eat you up.
Yo, racist as hell, Dominicans. I'm telling
Let's
you
keep her
that,
safe
like,
and not add her Instagram to because they gonna hit you on Instagram like bitch.
They gonna hit me up like, why the fuck would you say that shit? I'm telling the truth. Ask your
facts.
tia or ask your grandmother.
Ask your tia or
That's
ask your abuelita.
that's darker, and tell them that they black. Tell them that they black. Watch how offended they get. But I'm not black.
That's
They
crazy.
gonna hear that. They get
That's
mad
crazy.
offended. I love telling Dominicans that they black. They get so mad.
Yo, that's
I
wild.
be fucking with them. I like doing it.
That's wild funny.
It's funny. But
Okay, so my Egavas Talk Savage crew gang hashtag Egavas Hashtag you love me. Hashtag talk show. Hashtag savage talk. Hashtag pop out artist. Make sure you subscribe, tune in, you follow. Make sure you follow It's Linzy. She about to hook me up because we didn't talk about how she's a makeup artist. We did not touch upon that at all. But you about to see very soon how with it she is, okay? I don't like the way I said with it.
With it.
What's with it?
With it.
That sound.
I don't even know. I don't know how to pronounce it. With it or with it.
We're about to see how raw and savage she is with this makeup shit. And you about to tune in. So make sure you tune in for Savage Talk. Like, subscribe. And I'm gonna let Linzy add her Instagram so you guys can tune in. Cause once y'all see how dope my shit look, y'all gonna wanna follow her.
Wait, before we go out, we got a savage response.
Oh, sorry, savage response.
But
Sorry.
it's not even a question this week. It's from Boa Joey Trill at him. He says, not a question, but keep on grinding. So
Oh, thank you, Bowie Joey Trill. Is that right? What's his name? Bowie Joey Trill?
You is so bad.
Is Bowie?
It's BAOJOEY Trill.
Bow Trill?
Okay.
Oh, I said
There we
bow.
go. Bow Joey Trill?
Don't ask me to pronounce it.
Boa? Like a boa constructor?
I don't know, Bree.
I don't know. Like, don't
Okay,
ask
so
me. He gonna get offended.
Thank you to Trill for your response. I want to tune in. 2024 is. I didn't even get to ask you about your goals for 2024.
2024?
Can we
is
talk
my
about
year?
that?
Like,
Yeah.
No, let's talk a little bit more. Let me get comfortable.
Yo.
2024 is gonna be my year. I got a lot in store that a lot of people don't know about coming up in the next 2 months. So keep an eye on that.
Drop your Instagram so you know where to look.
At It's Linzy _ ITSLINZY. Yeah,
Hold on, repeat that.
LINZY. Yeah, at It's
like you had
ITSLINZY _ because people gonna start messing up my name, adding D's and N's and Z's, and let me just get.
Think about Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, people always say that. Lindsay Gaga, they call me Lindsay Lohan.
Okay.
All right, Bree, let them know what's about to happen so they know what's happening.
Oh, about to make it. Okay.
Yeah.
So right now, your girl's about to get the, lavish treatment by Miss Linzy. She's about to hook me up and do a nice little or big change in my face. And this is like my third time getting my makeup done. So I don't. It's just like for me, I was always one of those girls like, I don't need makeup. But it's like, it's not that you need makeup. It's just that you want to look good. And when you look up, like I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing after this show so I could go ahead and post pictures. So I could go ahead and make videos. I'm trying to figure out what's the next move after this show. So make sure you tune in. I'm about to get my makeup done. Lindsay about to hook my shit the fuck up. That sound better. That sound more gangster. You know what I'm saying? So instead of I'm about to get with it. So make sure you tune in. I'm about to get my makeup done. Make sure you check out at It's Linzy _ That's ITSLINZY _